Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. I apologize if the suspense has been killing you. To be perfectly honest, this is not a super high stakes battle. Like, it's gonna be a big, cool battle. We're gonna get to blow stuff up. I'm really enjoying Grombrindal's army right now. Like, the artillery part of it is really fun. But yeah, like, this is not super high stakes. If we lose this, they take back Eschen, they break our control of eastern Sylvania. I still don't think they're going to be able to push beyond this very effectively. We already have reinforcements currently being recruited. Like, we'll just take it all back. It's not a big deal. But if we did win this, it would be really good for us. So we have this Razor standard. We should probably put this on somebody who's going to, like, the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass or the Longbeard. Somebody who's just going to be, like, in contact with the enemies a lot. Somebody who's going to be, whose job is going to be to hold Graveguard in place. So I think that's the Longbeards. Let's let them be better at fighting Graveguard. So we have a pretty crummy settlement garrison. By the way, I do think this is a really good move from them. They baited me forward by showing me one army that was probably going to try to move to Eschen, but they kept Manfred's army out of view. Manfred's much larger, much more impressive army out of view. Man, to be perfectly honest, I think we are going to lose this. Manfred's army is large. Well, we do want to fight it, though. Like, every casualty we can get here will be important, because the more damaged Manfred's army is here, and I guess Helman Gorst, I feel a little bit bad for him, because I'm totally disregarding him. He's a real also-ran here. But yeah, every bit of damage we can do to Manfred's army is going to speed our reclaiming of Eastern Sylvania, so we do have to try to play this out. So, boy, there's no way to know where the reinforcements are going to come in from. You know, maneuvering armies around each other or whatever. I don't know what the rationale is for the reinforcement system working by bringing in the armies from apparently random locations. I'm sure there's a good reason it's designed that way, but if they come in from behind us, we could be in real trouble. If they come in from behind Helman Gorst, that means we're going to have a lot of time to shoot at them before anything pops off. That would be really great for us. Yeah, really, we just want them to come in from somewhere in this half of the border. If they come in right behind us, maybe we can just fight one army and then fight the other army, but this fight would be so devastating because we're outnumbered and we're out qualitied, I guess is the way to put it. Like, that army just has a ton of Black Knights and a ton of Graveguard. Yeah, if they get to start close to us, this is probably going to be over quickly, and it's going to suck. It's going to suck a lot. Like I said, it's not a big deal in the long run, but I was on such a run. I was on such a run of victories, and of course they're coming in directly behind us. Well, alright, I want to try a modified version of what we did last time. So let's corner camp the artillery. We probably want the organ gun to be close because it has the shortest range, yeah. And then, like, the cannons here, and the catapults behind that even. Okay, so we'll start hammering them right away. We are definitely going to learn from the past and set up our very few actual good defensive units close to the artillery. Are these Ironbreakers are the ones with the grenades? Yeah, okay, so we'll put them here. Want to make sure that they have an angle to do their thing. You guys get to be right there. The gunners... I guess the gunners are... Like, where can I put you guys that you're going to have clean shot? This is probably fine, honestly. And then we have our flankers. So we probably want the miners to be more about flanking than about holding, but if their troops come in broad enough, I want to be sure that we're not going to be easily flanked by them. Okay, you guys are already in the formation. Who is left over here? Okay, just 3 units of Slayers. Well, they are also flanking troops. And then... Right, Grombrindal himself needs to be on the front line so that he can, first of all, be Grombrindal at them, but secondly, shoot fireballs. And then we have you guys. Probably face the correct direction there. There you go. So the units in the actual leading army here are all slow. None of them fly or anything. Like, we've got a little while to get this situation figured out before they catch up to us. Alright, so I'm just going to make sure that we order all of these guys to just move forward immediately. And yet, look at how they're coming in. You guys move up. I should have probably grabbed everybody at the same time. And you guys try to get into flanking position. I can't issue specific murder orders yet. So let's have the gyrocopters, these gyrocopters set up like over here and just fire into their flank, and we're gonna control this one and just micro out a bunch of bombs really fast here. Actually, maybe I don't want to do it right away. Maybe I want to wait. Oh, sure. Right, I forgot about that. Honestly, just everybody kill Manfred von Karstein. All of the ranged units, just kill Manfred von Karstein. That is the only thing that matters right now. Guard mode off. Just make that happen. It'd be really nice if we could get rid of him. Actually, I should probably make it so that he's not getting into melee with the gyrocopters. Hold on. We gotta put you in melee mode. Your grenades are important and everything. But man, these guys came in... I would go so far as to say, in a place that makes their reinforcement position flag a lie. You guys already lost that much health, huh? Even without him actually making contact. That's kind of incredible. Okay, so we need to... Let's see. You're grabbing that group, so you have to grab this group. You have to grab this group. God, it's so many enemies. Like, they're so dense. This has to work. If we don't do a lot of damage here really quickly, we are just absolutely screwed. Fireball. Let's try to collapse this side of the formation as quickly as we can. The organ guns should try to turn and work these guys over. And the rest of them can just kind of fire into the mass. You guys might actually have to turn a little bit. There's a bunch of Black Knights coming in, too. If we're not careful, they're going to just get to completely shred our dudes. Our artillery. Yeah, this is really bad, actually. So you guys should just... What would be best is if we ran in such a way that Vlad... Oh, actually, he's given up on us. He's trying to land on the miners. That's fine. Just shoot him, then. Yeah, look at all the... Okay. Wow, look at the damage that's dealing. Holy crap. Okay, that was a good start. We have some more bombs to drop. Why don't we come over here and drop some giant bombs? Manfred is not taking any damage at all. Like, literally none damage. I guess he has a lot of regen effects going. He's probably taking damage and just immediately healing it all. Alright, guns are doing good work. I'll try to get these guys coming over here in a little bit better formation. Holy crap, the damage from these bombs. Alright, he's actually taking good damage now. We're focusing on him. If we can burn him down, that'd be great. Slayers need to probably try to wrap around a little bit better. Grombrindle seems to not actually be in combat. Which is, kind of a mixed blessing, because it means he hasn't been doing damage all this time, but we can have him run over here and contribute to the place where we're a little thinner. These guys, yeah, I just want them to shoot into the backs of these enemies. We got to try to burn these enemies down quickly. Probably not the zombies, though, right? Why don't we work these Graveguard? Okay, I think this is going okay. These organ guns are fantastic. This is the easy part. It's going well, but remember that this is the easy part. Oh no, never mind. Actually, I should get over here so that I'm shooting him in the back, though. You know what? If he wants to do this, let's do this. Sword of Anti-Heroes. Oh, wow. Grumbindle took a huge piece out of him. Oh, this is good for us. The morale penalty from losing their lord is going to be such a big deal here. You can see they're using some regeneration. He's using magic. He's a good wizard. Oh, that's great. Okay, how close are the enemy? They're still pretty far out. We got time. We got time. We did a lot of damage right at the beginning of the battle. Gyrocopters are incredibly good. It might just be this guy, you know, his whole thing is that he's a really good bomber. So maybe they aren't all quite as powerful, but like this has been good. This has been good for us. So these guys need to try to actually... Can we please get a wraparound? We're getting stuck on the side of the enemy formation. Actually, maybe if I like tell them to get over here. Maybe get a little wraparound going. Now we're going to have some problems. I had to wait till Grumbindle gets a little more into the enemy. I don't know for sure that shooting the fireball across our guys actually damages our guys, but I also don't know that it doesn't. Come on, fire it. There we go. No, he didn't actually shoot it. There it is. Okay, we still got some time. We really have to get a lot of damage done over here. It's tense. It is tense time. Get in here. We're getting a lot of good morale damage. We don't even necessarily have to make good contact with these slayers. We just have to get behind all the enemies so that they all feel flanked. Yep, Kazukan Kazukitha. That's definitely probably correct. I have no idea what that means. You'd think, after all this, I would know some of this stuff. Oh, come on. I need stuff to break up a little bit more than it has broken up. This knot of enemies here in particular is concerning. But yeah, we're out of time. We have to reform a little bit. So, how do we make this work? Probably a little past out of time, honestly. Alright, you lot have to fall back. Prepare to shoot at the other enemies. Honestly, the siege weapons also probably have to fall back. We're going to actually get to use the Ironbreaker's grenades on this force as the Ironbreakers approach them, which is cool. But we can't really do anything other than continue to shoot. Alright, so let's make sure that we break these up. We need the Ironbreakers to be available for defense as soon as possible. And we probably have to back the artillery up. At this time, we gotta fall back to, like... Except the catapults probably should not wing out that much. Like this. Yeah, we need to do a little bit of retreating. And unfortunately, the ranged moving is going to cause the morale damage on these enemies to slow down a little bit. Actually, this really sucks. We don't... With this unit breaking, we don't have anybody to hold these Black Knights. Actually, you guys have to work the Black Knights over. Those have to die. Yeah, not good, actually. We did some good damage here, though. So we're going to lose the battle. I think that's pretty much settled at this point. But we did some really good damage here. Those Crypt Ghouls really start moving when they want to. Okay, you have to get on this. Probably still have to keep shooting the Black Knights. I've got to get some I've got to get some kills over here.
Put those dwarven legs! Yes, Lord! Go!
Actually, turn off melee mode.
Giant up on it! Iron breakers! Move!
Oh, did it move? It ran out of ammo. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, the gyro bomber has a limited amount of ammunition. It's run out now. Okay, so we're still working through this. Just keep doing damage. Become unbreakable, everybody. So if you enter a grave guard here, they're just going to get into the artillery. There's nothing that can be done about it. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, well, it was a good run. We messed up Manfred's army really, really badly. Helmengorst's army is not large enough to hold for very long against anything else, against any of our other forces. So we will be able to reclaim here. We just gotta focus on doing as much damage as we can on the way out. Yeah, just keep focusing on the grave guard. You guys all need to try to kill crypt ghouls. Crypt ghouls are where we're going to be able to do the most damage with the archers. You guys need to probably focus on trying to actually wipe out these units of Black Knights. Unfortunately, making these warriors unbreakable after they've started fleeing does not cause them to stop fleeing, as far as I'm aware. Anybody who's not actually involved in melee combat needs to shoot these Graveguard in the back. You need to, yeah, focus on them, I guess. And the Gyro Bomber actually also probably has to come over here and focus on stuff that's going to get into the artillery. We got those grenades coming out. Get in there, do some damage. Ah, the Dwarf Warriors didn't recover in time. I think this guy's about to fall off his horse. Yep, right before he hit. Good, good, good. Back on your cannons. Yeah, so all the ranged are now melee. I think that's better for us than it would be for a lot of factions. This stuff's just not breaking up. It's taking too long. We got tar pitted too much. Alright, so the artillery are pretty much in position. Have at them. You guys should probably try to fire a little deeper. Yeah, this is an okay spot. Let's have another group be firing deeper here. We do have a lot of them on the run, which is good. I think we should probably move the choppers to be firing from behind. Of course, get that flanking bonus wherever possible. Oh, I told them to back off, but apparently those Black Knights aren't dead yet, and for some reason their banner is all the way over here. Okay, there you go. Come on, kill him. Boy, this thing really does not move very quickly when it's on the ground. Oh, it's stuck on a Black Knight. It's actually not a bad melee combatant, honestly. Alright, change my mind. Sweep over here. Alright, how's this stuff going? Still basically fine-ish. Still having a lot of trouble actually dealing any damage. It's just taking forever to kill these enemies, but we certainly can't fall back off of it now. As stuff in this area starts to actually die, instead of just constantly dying, we can certainly run Grombrindle over and have him fight a vampire or something. Let's see if that fireball seems to do damage to the units that it crosses. Not really. I've got people breaking. I mean, ranged troops being forced to melee, you know? You can only ask so much of them. And of course, anybody who retreats off the map is instantly dead because we are doing a defensive settlement battle here. Yeah, okay, there it is. Well, we can still do some good siege damage on the way out, hopefully. Yeah, artillery is, like, really top-notch. I'm gonna keep the artillery alive as long as possible. Get over here. You can also do ranged attacks. Everybody ranged attacks.
Nothing can stop us.
How are these enemies still alive? I'm gonna save sort of the anti-heroes for a moment here.
Hit them. Kazuka, Kazuki, ha.
I really want him to get over here and start murdering a vampire, and I want to have sort of the anti-heroes for that.
Pull out.
Okay, we're losing our gyrocopters. They've done some great work, though. I gotta say, I'm really impressed by how good gyrocopters are. Man, we really are doing a lot of artillery damage. Like, a lot of artillery damage. How is he still tied up with stuff?
Shocks away.
I don't know what to do with you guys. With you not having any ammo and everything, like...
Nothing can stop us. Quarrelers. Plow through. Comprendo. Pasta, as
Okay.
you say.
He's got an opening. There are no enemies on this side of him anymore, so... Let's go kill vampires.
Quarrelers.
Ah, you are now defensive.
Kill them all in Beard's reach. Kill them. Hey!
Pop the sword of the anti-heroes. It's just a necromancer, right? He should be able to take this guy apart. Ooh! Necromancer landed a serious hit there. And Grombrindle's getting pushed away from the necromancer by a bunch of skeletons and crap. Wait a minute, are they breaking? They are. They're all their morale is totally gone.
Cheers.
Everybody kill Helmengorst! Boy, Pyrrhic is an understatement there. I thought for sure we were lost. The artillery didn't even really take any damage. 496 kills on the organ gun. I don't think it was even out of ammo at the end. Yeah, 180 kills on the normal gyrocopters, 45 on the Skyhammer. This stuff is... Oh, we are really, really starting to get into the fun units now. Iron, the hammer dudes. I can't remember. Iron Breakers? Wait, are Iron Breakers the fire guys? I don't know. Whatever these are, they did great work. They survived forever. They killed everything. Our army's going to be in no shape to chase here, but this is a really embarrassing loss for them. They brought 3,000 figures to that battle. Absolutely execute the captives. Oh, dude, that's a heartbreaker. Is Manfred's army... Oh, and Manfred's army was just deleted. It took a while to fade out. Okay, Castle Tempelhof has a pretty big garrison. We may not be able to immediately chase them back into it because of how damaged Grombrindle's army is, but that was a hell of a battle. This is like a very good video game. I suppose I should mention, the Steam Summer Sale is happening right now, and if you are interested, if this series is moving you at all, the Total War Warhammer games are on sale, like, a lot. I don't think the second one has an okay sale going, and the first one and all the DLC for it are extremely on sale, and I really cannot recommend them enough. Okay, so... Big picture. What on earth was I doing? I do not remember anything except for that vampire battle that I was doing.
Iron Fist. Some call me a king.
What? No. Absolutely not. Yeah, we're definitely still working on money. Oh, we definitely still have to worry about orcs. Oh yeah, Carrick 8 Peaks. Right, there's that whole thing still happening to the south. It looks like Carrick Hearn is maybe fighting back a little bit. I do not want to go for a military alliance. It's nice to see them have some red on the bar again. I think they lost all their armies briefly, but it looks like they've put stuff back together. Wintertooth looks like a real problem. Ooh, hey, there's a gemstone mine up here. Cool. You know what we really needed was more income. Obviously, we're not taking military alliances, though. I'm sorry, I am not accepting new alliance partners at this time. So we still have a lot of stuff to explore to the north and the south and the west. This is going to be a long series. It's just a lot left to do. I don't even remember how things were going down by Iron Rock. Did we force Grimgor Ironhide's army off? I don't know. Let's have a look. Okay, Thogomork's Chosen has damaged the walls of Karaza Karak. That's not something we need to worry about. That'll just get fixed. We got a Talisman of Protection, which might be useful. Our new lords probably don't have a lot of gear, so... Clan Mulder has performed a scheme of doom. So this summons a special single-use hero who can really, really mess up a settlement. Not our problem. Probably that's going to be used against Kislev, if I had to guess. Okay, Grombrindal has now also defeated Manfred von Karstein. And he's becoming bold. I thought that was kind of his whole thing. He should maybe have started with the bold trait. Alright, so we have this hero over here, right?
The throng is mustered.
He got Carrick Norn figured out. Do we actually just want to put him in a boat? Like, run back west across Bretonnia? Put him in a boat and have him meet some other factions? I think probably, because we have a port, right? So anybody that we can make friendly to us is going to potentially trade with us. Oh, you know what would probably be even better than that, better than heading west, is heading south and meeting the other Tomb Kings. Because the other Tomb Kings will probably like us right away. So let's have him try to head down, like, out here. Figure out what the best route to do that is.
My anger burns bright.
That's right. Craig Strongarm was going to accompany Ungrim to Carrick Eight Peaks. This army out here is mustering outside of the walls. It looks like we might be able to hit them this turn, and we probably should if we can, because obviously we can lightning strike this thing. So you don't quite have the movement to get into a real assisting position for that. It looks like I can get this. I think I'm going to get this.
There will be blood.
So we have a thing to spend, but you know, we don't need to spend skill points for what's about to happen. So, lightning strike, you don't get any of your allies, we just run you down. Now we probably want to back off.
Very well.
Oh, I can't leave the reinforcement area. We're inside of. So here's a weird little bit. The red area around every army and settlement. I've talked about it a little bit in the past.
Yes,
It is the area of effect, the zone of control. If you are, the only reason you can move into an enemy zone of control is to attack them. And if you are in an enemy zone of control, the only option you have is to move to attack. So I can't just back up because we're in their zone of control. If there was another enemy nearby, I think it's the case that I could issue an attack order on that other nearby enemy, and that would allow me to walk out, but I can't leave this zone of control. So I guess what we're going to do instead is start up a siege. We don't want to attack this turn, so we'll just like build some siege towers or whatever. And the reason it's better to start up a siege than it is to just stand there is because while this settlement is siege, these guys can't actually muster. And you saw a little bit of that with this army at Iron Rock a couple of turns ago. Now, you are getting very close to having Rune of Negation. We should actually look at his equipment real quick here. So he has a magic resist trinket, which is probably fine. We have freed up some weapons. And then he has all of his runes. And these guys. Runesmith Apprentice is doing actually nothing for us. Although it looks like, yeah, all of the followers that we have available do basically nothing. I guess a Dwarf Bride? That's public order. We probably don't actually want this Rune of Fury, but we also don't have anything of value to replace it with for the moment. Charge bonus is a very low value on a dwarf that is as slow as our dwarves are. I guess probably all dwarves are that slow.
What do you want?
Okay, so you... I think we're going to focus on runes with this guy as well. We should at least try to get Master Rune of Oath and Steel quickly, because, man, this is good. And then... Oh, I was going to look at your gear. We got to hand you some stuff. Get a Ranger's Hammer and that Talisman of Protection. You know what? I'm going to give this guy a Luck Stone. He doesn't need full ward save because he's probably not going to be getting involved in any really dangerous battles. This would make him unbreakable. Let's give him a couple of banners. He can assign these to units in his army. And then... This is not even... Oh no, this is something he can assign to somebody, sure. Rune of Stoicism. Strolla's Rune. And... boy. That? Does he have Slayers in his army? Okay, he has one. We'll slightly lower the cost of upkeeping that. And then... what else do we have going on here?
The axe thirsts for war.
You don't have any items, I assume. So I think I like 3 armor over 15% magic resistance, honestly. But honestly, I think I like 10 armor over both of those other options. Okay, we don't have enough weapons for you. We should probably craft some stuff. We do have crafting materials. Untainted in his province actually is super relevant. He is about to recruit some artillery, I think, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then there's no reason for you to have empty slots, I suppose, but you really don't benefit from these at all. Nor would anyone else. Okay, so crafting. What else do we really want to craft? We don't have to go for legendaries every time. We could just give him like a pretty good weapon. Old Guard's Hammer, not particularly relevant for his situation. We give him a Dragon Slayer's Axe. Although maybe we want to hold off on spending a lot of Oath Gold on stuff when we know we're going to have to pass Starbreaker off soon. And enables Sundering attacks. Oh, this is, it permanently damages enemy armor. You know, this seems like a fine way to go.
Ready.
Okay, so he can soften stuff up for his army. We got to remember to have him fight things that are also being fought by other units. He's not so much a Lord Hunter.
No.
So Helman Gorst is in pretty bad shape here. He's not actually doing any recruiting yet.
How can I help?
We should probably sit here and heal for a moment. Let's do some recruiting of our own. Let's refill this army. So we mostly lost... Well, we lost all of our Slayers, as you tend to.
I'll do it.
And then... I don't know, like a unit of Longbeards or something. Again, we're in a situation here where we don't really want to wait more than one turn for recruits, because we gotta push. So, we have people to hold the line, but not really that many people. We have five hold the line units. Let's grab a unit of Longbeards as well.
Retake the realm.
Thorgrim probably doesn't have to stay here. We know there are no vampires here. Apparently, he has enough movement to get all the way to Schwarzhofen? Really? That's quite a distance. We know a vampire army ran off this way before. Do I have like a spare agent? Yeah, we could run the Rune Master out of Guthrie's army if we're not attacking this turn. Get a little bit of vision here.
It's in belts.
Well, it's empty. We should probably take it. We should probably put forward pressure out. Is Thorgrim waiting on a quest battle? He is. Maybe we want to do this with him instead. Yeah, you know what? We've got a moment of downtime here. Schwarzhofen isn't actually important.
Send me to vengeance.
So let's have him step outside of his garrison. I think his army's actually pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's mostly Longbeards and Slayers. Like, this is an alright set. I think we can do this. Let's do it. Alright, lots of units that I'm not really afraid of. I don't think... Well, first of all, I don't think we've had to deal with this nonsense a dwarf mounted on a dragon or a wyvern or some kind of crap. But also, we haven't had to deal with a Doom Diver yet. Doom Divers have are catapults. I think I mentioned this earlier in the campaign. What you see here is the projectile, a goblin with a very hard, pointy metal hat in a wingsuit. So they have very, very good range, and they have homing, because the goblin can steer. Looks like we're getting some Empire reinforcements. That's cool. I always really like it when you get a mixed faction battle. And we expect reinforcements on his side. Hard to say exactly what those will be. But this will be a nice item to have, especially as we're starting to branch out potentially into more crummy climate areas. Having +3 public order in all provinces is going to be really nice. Thorgrim must defend the pass, as his ancestors have done many times before. Let us hope that the Umgi will heed the summons and send forth their own warriors. In the meantime, the High King's throng must fight and hold back the Green Tide. So Theon Braun probably will not show up until late in the battle, I'm guessing from that text. This is not a very good army. So I'm assuming that the difficulties that the Balance of Power bar predicts are based on the reinforcements that it knows are coming. We know they're coming, but we don't know what they are. Yeah, man, this is a bad army. Ooh, it's an interesting map.
Once more, we will ally with the Manlings, just as Grimnir did 10 score centuries ago. It has been many years since the Umgi have produced an emperor as worthy as Magnus or their founding warrior king. But I hear good things about this Franz. Now is the time to test his mettle. We will stand with him against the Groby at Blackfire Pass, as King Kurgan did long ago. If the men of the Empire fight with bravery and honor, then the runes of my crown will glow with pride ever after. A gesture of my will, just as this Emperor awaits to take up his Warhammer. A gift from the dwarfs, no less. So, gird your loins, my kin. May your eyes be sharp and thirsty for Urk blood, for they come. We will repulse these vile creatures with our dying breath and renew the oldest and greatest alliance this world has ever seen.
Those could be shorter. Like, I don't want to not watch them, but they could be shorter. So we don't have an actual marker, but we expect the reinforcements of the Empire to come in behind us, which means that I do not expect any Orc reinforcements to come in behind us, which means that I want to set up way back here. Because this is terrifying. Setting up like right up here and having them crest the hill and be able to come down on us that quickly. So let's just back everybody up. To be perfectly honest, the way we're lined up right now isn't even bad. Just do that, but further back, and also you guys should probably not be so far in front.
Yes, laddie!
All right, we are defending. We do not have to. We don't have to move on them. They have to move on us. So this I'm a little worried about. I don't really know a lot about the stats of an orc mounted on some kind of flying monster. Man, they don't even have Night Goblin archers. Like, they're not going to have any archers left by the time they get to us. I assume their reinforcements will come in from the sides or from over here, not from behind us, like I said, so hopefully this will be okay. Oof, Doom Diver. Hold on. It actually does not outrange us. Let's have the catapults focus on that. The cannon won't be able to hit it, so the cannon can just keep shooting at whatever. Probably not those archers anymore. Although, honestly, like, what else do I even care? Let's see if we can shoot down that war boss. Their units are so weak. I'm not even really... Here, we should probably actually move these slayers. First of all, back to defend the artillery, and secondly, back to not take the initial cavalry charge. They're probably not... Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's wolf cavalry. I'm not, like, worried. So you are definitely focusing on him. Accuracy and reload skill and armor piercing damage. Just let the dude have it. Right, our rocks are going. I don't know that we're necessarily going to get a lot done. These Goblin Wolf Raiders have, unfortunately, closed in such a way that they're directly fighting Thorgrim. Seems kind of suicidal to me. Alright, so they're about to break. Like, we'll have both of these units running off any moment now. Victory is in our grasp. Really, he chose to come down right by Thorgrim. That seems like poor planning. Let's see if we can have the Raiders or the Rangers fall back. What does this do? Lowers somebody's armor and missile parry and missile resistance. Yeah, you know what? That does sound like what I want to do to him. Alright, and then our melee should probably move forward now. We still do have to worry about these guys, so I gotta leave somebody back here. A unit of Longbeards feels like maybe not the right move, though. Yeah, it can be Slayers. Slayers are faster, too, so they'll be able to keep up with the, keep up with them. Just get up there into a position where you can flank. These Longbeards can focus on... But, like, we're in pretty good shape here. I don't know exactly... This green buff, I think, is probably... Charge bonus up. Melee defense down. Kill this guy. Yeah, it's a Wog. They also have Fists of Gork. They have a lot of buffs right now. Oh! The Foot of Gork. I forgot about that. Yeah, here come the reinforcements. Oh, that's actually just their unit of Night God. The one stealth unit that they brought. Let's see. Okay, yes. The wolves are right here. We can get the Slayers in on the wolves pretty easily. And aside from that, like... This is just going super well. Normal Goblin Archers, I'm not even honestly worried enough to... Actually, work these guys first. Oh, and here comes the Empire. So, at some point, this is going to get difficult, one assumes. Here comes some Empire Knights. Well, I don't think we have to worry about getting flanked anymore. We seem to have gained a lot of flank defense. Can you finish him? I'm going to turn off guard mode. You will chase this guy and shoot him down. Actually, never mind. I shouldn't tell him to do that because that thing definitely flies faster than he runs. More greenskins sighted atop the hill. I mean, that's kind of whatever. So our catapults are doing no work on that thing at all. They probably forgot what they were doing because they briefly lost sight of it at some point during the battle. That's fine. We don't need to worry about it. Let's just work out the rest of these enemies. The Empire's really charging in there, which I am kind of annoyed by because they're leaving us in the dust. This is not how we generally fight. I want to help you, I do, but it's not really how we do things. Let's see if we can get some grenades in here. Hidden units? Oh, right here. That's not a... Okay, these guys are probably going to stay back here to play defense. Yep, stay on them. I mean, this is a total, just like chaotic melee here, but we don't really have to do anything other than run at them. Ooh, they have a giant. Let's grab all of our ranged. Hey, everybody, there's a giant. Handle that, would you? More greenskins. I mean, does it matter? Charge bonus for everybody. Get those wolves. So yeah, giants are pretty terrifying, but as is the case with all large, monstrous type units, very, very vulnerable to being ganged up on and shot with ranged. Yeah, I'm not pausing it all anymore. It feels appropriate, right, for this battle to just be a total clusterfuck. We probably don't have to leave people on range defense. Let's have our cannons try to target these trolls. Oh, and a Ragnarok spider. Now this is a truly terrifying monster. I'm gonna let the humans tank this thing while we shoot it with all the ranged. Yeah, the Ragnarok spider is... Oh, I'm gonna turn off the UI for a second here. It's not just a massive, giant, murderous spider, but you can see it has a platform on its back, and there's goblins up there throwing poison spears and stuff. It is definitely the thing I fear most from the Greenskin army, which is not to say that, like, it's super terrifying. There isn't anything that I really fear too much. But the Ragnarok spider is definitely their best unit. Looks like we're doing good work. I'll make sure that I'm hitting the shaman with this debuff and not the stupid goblins. Get up there and help. Oh, somebody's out of ammo. We don't need to run our ranged forward here. I don't think that will be necessary to win the battle. You guys are getting a little deep. Maybe fall back, form up with these dudes. Let's try to put ourselves back together a little bit. Regain some composure. But you got the spider running off. Like all goblin units, it has kind of bad morale, so this is cool. The goblin shaman in close combat with the Empire General and our guy. This is nice, them fighting back to back. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in this battle. So these rangers are out of ammo, but they are great weapon rangers, so we can at least have them run up and do some real damage to some scary enemies. Okay, everybody in. Let's show this thing what we're made of. It's already running again. Thorgrim made contact for a quarter second. Now chase it. I'm not done with this thing yet. So Forest Goblin Spider Riders are kind of like Wolf Cavalry, except they do poison on their attacks, which makes them obviously a little bit better, but really only a little bit. Yeah, we're just going to push them all the way back out of the pass. The Empire's got these handgunner units. Lots and lots of figures in one of these units. It's a lot of guns. Okay, for some reason the battle's not over. Oh, one unit is showing us not fully... Okay, there's a unit on the map that's still red and not white, so it had not fully given up, I thought. But nope, it's just bugged. Oh, that was a fun battle. And we can put together our... we can put our army back together very quickly there. We didn't really lose a lot. Yeah, it's just a good, fun game. So we lost 364... The Empire fared somewhat worse. I may have let them take the brunt of the charge after they showed up. Listen, what do I need from XP? We're going to live forever. We'll have time to get to max level. Speaking of max level, actually, where is Thorgrim in his progression? He's like in the low 20s, maybe? No, it's probably even lower than that, right? Because I think we were still getting legendary item quests for him until pretty recently. Yeah, I really wish that there were more... The circumstances for cross-faction battles came up a little bit more, I guess is the good way to put that. So we did it. We won the battle. We have acquired the Dragon Crown of Karaz, which does not have 20% ward save on it. He did have a 20% ward save item in that slot before. Also, he's gained some traits. +3 public order in all provinces is hard to look away from, though. And it still has physical resistance. +1 rank for all Longbeards that he recruits, which is fine. It makes him immune to psychology, fear and terror effects. So actually, this could become his Talisman of Preservation. And then down here, we can trade out this guy's thing for a proper ward save. Okay, faction encountered Sentinels of Zeti. Why did I encounter... Huh. Can I trade with them? No. No port. Also, they don't really care for me. Yep. We are a great power, that's for sure. This is what I'm saying. We gotta meet these other Tomb Kings, because they regard us being a great power as a positive thing. Okay, definitely want to get this clan barracks upgraded. Don't want to do any population spend here. Okay, our gold mines are upgraded, and gold mines are almost upgraded, so we don't have to save up money for that. Did we... Okay, we're 7 turns off of this one being available. So, we probably just want to go ahead and let Carrick Cadron cap out, especially since we need this building to level up the rest of the way. We do still need to make this happen. It's been a long time since the beginning of the game, and we still cannot recruit Giant Slayers. Thorgrim gets points. Thorgrim's definitely going to pick up. Advanced Forging and Elite Enforcer. I guess it doesn't really matter which order we do these things in. So up here, we definitely want to continue holding off. This is probably worth doing, though, right? Ooh, 3,200 gold for a 200 gold gain. You know what? Let's hold off for now. I want to get that. I want to start upgrading the Slayer Shrine next turn. So we do have to upgrade this to a Gromrel Forge, unfortunately, if we want to be able to use this recruitment structure. But for real, I think let's just pass everything. I'm going to wait until we can start upgrading the Slayer Shrine at Carrick Cadron. We have to do that. The Empire is slowly swallowing up all of the minor Empire races factions. If we can get Carrick 8 Peaks, I think that's the last like really major dwarf hold in the south. So then we can really start cleaning up orcs from there, especially now that we have a second stack going. This guy just... I don't know how he thinks he's going to be able to help out here. Yeah, the vampire counts are totally shattered. Here's Heinrich Kemmler coming in with half a stack, which we will have to eliminate, of course. But yeah, I feel really good. The vampires are broken. They're in a really, really bad way. I don't know how long it's going to take exactly for us to eliminate them, but I am confident that we are on that march. We're going to start moving west in like 1, maybe 2 turns after we've replenished our armies a little bit, and we're not going to stop moving west until all the vampires are dead. Sorry, until all of the main vampire counts faction guys are dead. I don't know. We should probably kill the von Karsteins as well, but that requires us to go a bit further west. We'll see. We'll see how I feel when we get there, because obviously we do have to go north at some point. There are a lot of Norskins living in my mountains. It's a thing we have to fix. Musalon's gone. That's good for us. The stronger the Bretonians get, the more they will be able to pay for our goods. The Rite of Primeval Glory. A herd of great beasts from the deepest jungles of Lustria has gathered at their capital, ready for war. Okay, well that's not super relevant to us. Oh hey, Grungni's Blessing. Remember this? We've been working toward that tech for such a long time that I don't even remember what the tech tree really... Like, I don't know where we're going from here. Alright, so you have basically nothing. It's time to take Castle Tempelhof, right? These two armies together. And then Thorgrim can probably take Heinrich Kemmler down. And then there's really not that much vampire land left. Is it just Wordbad? There's a lot of, like, corrupted area, but it's just because the space between the settlements is so large up here. Yeah, alright, let's do it. Where are we at? 54 minutes into the episode? Alright, let's try to break these last two battles down. So can you... You don't quite have the movement to start the battle. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, you can see we don't quite have the range. So because I don't have the range to actually complete the attack, I'll be stopped at the edge of the area of influence. Is there... Ah, yes. There is, in fact, a unit for me to pick up for the last slot. I don't think we need to wait. In fact, I think it is beneficial to us not to wait. Really? Okay, well, I guess we gotta do this manually. That's fine. It'll be fun. Once again, Longbeards with the Razor Standard. I think that's reasonable. So we're gonna have to watch out for the Vargeists. They don't have any ranged to speak of, but the Vargeists could come over and get into our artillery. We certainly have a lot of quarrelers to get them under control. So yeah, we may have to approach this a little bit differently than we have approached them in the past, and in fact, it might make sense for us to just go through the gate. I don't think they have anything particularly dangerous, and we have such a numbers advantage here that it's way better for us not to fight on the walls, right? We can actually, like, do surrounds and stuff with the number of dwarves we brought. That said, fighting on the walls would probably be okay too, because we can easily get flanking morale damage and stuff out of our gyrocopters. Gyrocopters just seem to be incredibly good. I'm really, really happy we have these. So the first thing we have to do, though, is try to... Like, we either have to rush a door hard, or we have to try to get into a position where the towers can't shoot at us, at least. Probably what will happen is we'll close up on a gate. We'll just, like, get really tight against the wall so that the towers don't have the arc to hit us. And yeah, they have the Vargeists, but they don't have any cavalry or anything. So once we have a gate open, we'll just push through slowly. I don't think there's a lot they can do. So we're going to push... I mean, this might not be that easy. We're going to push forward as soon as the battle starts and just try to get inside of the arc. Because it's going to be a lot harder for us to take a tower this time. Unless I do want to just do the thing I've been doing. I guess we can set up over here and approach the wall. Does it look like these towers are spaced any differently than the ones over here? No, it doesn't. So if we approach this way, we'll only be in the range of one tower until we get close. That's probably a good idea. Oh, right, we should approach from the same side as the reinforcements. That's what we should do. That's a good reason to pick this side. Alright, so all of the ranged. Right behind. All of the dwarf warriors and stuff right in front. I mean, like, honestly, just stuff and people get over here. We can send in the gyrocopters pretty much... Like, we can send in the gyrocopters immediately to just do some harassment, and then we have to back off if the Vargeists come out, because I don't really want to fight the Vargeists in melee without also having people shooting at them all the time. Sorry, I only want to get these ones. So we won't be able to see the actual area of effect of the towers for a while yet. Yeah, just try to get over here. Try not to also select the artillery here. Alright, looks like I didn't get any of them. We'll figure it out. Everybody move forward. That's the important part.
Don't skirmish!
Oh, it kind of looks like they're bringing the Vargas... Nope, never mind. They started moving them forward right away. Okay, so if we pause, you can see what I'm talking about here. There's a space in front of the wall. Oh, they don't even have this tower manned at all. Weird, what a choice. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, and then we have these guys. Wow, coming in just an incredibly wide formation. You guys get up close so you can start shooting. Why are they coming in like this? Alright, everybody just get by the wall and we'll sort it out later. This is all Graveguard and stuff. Yeah, we definitely want to run over here and start dropping those bombs. I really appreciate them grouping up like this. I want to move like this. Some nice early damage in here. Especially important to get these Cairn Wraiths. Okay. So now we can just kind of hover in here, and I think like shooting at the Crypt Horrors is maybe a good idea, or the Crypt Ghouls. This thing's attacks are apparently not available to me, that information. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. So do we want to go up on the walls? Taking this tower now. You get up there and eat their necromancer, maybe? Okay, the actual Lord Gorst is back there, but we could certainly beat up this necromancer. My plan was to just go through the gate, but I guess we should do both. We can just do both. Whatever. Actually, we should have him go up the wall by himself first. Because he can get it on that necromancer and do some real good damage. Let's do a little bit more early bombing. Yep, feels pretty alright. So yeah, if they're not willing to bring forth their Vargas, there's absolutely nothing stopping me from just hovering here and shooting at their best units. They can't actually deal damage to me. Okay, the siege stuff is in place. So cannon and cannon should make pretty short work of the gate. The organ gun and the catapult should just like shoot at whatever enemies they can find. Look at the vampire fleeing. Open retreat. And my lord is under attack. Oh, they're throwing grenades up at him. The gate's pretty damaged. We're getting there.
Slayers! Fly! Yes! Fly!
We don't even really have to come out of this in very good shape. It's okay to fight in a way that causes a little bit more attrition than we ordinarily would. Things will be a little bit better if we can get control of these towers. God, their vampires are such cowards. I think I told Grombrindle to shoot a fireball and he failed and it stopped him from attacking. Yeah, it seems to be remarkably hard to actually use this ring. Like, it doesn't just work the way that spells cast by actual spellcasters often do. Okay, gates open. As the moment I stopped paying attention, apparently the what do you call it? The Vargeist came forward. So the good news is we have a ton of Quarrelers. Quarrelers are generally very good at dealing with these guys. They don't have a lot of armor or a lot of health. Okay, you don't have a target yet. We did get to use almost all of the ammo from our gyrocopters before they got attacked, though, it looks like, so that's pretty bad for the enemy here. Whoa, guys, whoa!
For the ancestors!
Alright, through the breach, Longbeards. Get in there and make something happen. All of their characters are grouped up in the same spot, and for some reason Grombrindle is just having the hell of a time actually fighting these enemy characters. I think he's getting distracted a lot. Right, use your big magic sword. You guys could definitely be helping more. God, that's a lot of ranged weapon fire. The Vargeists are just falling out of the sky. They're maintaining their binding really well, though. Like, way better than I would expect. Alright, hold up. Do we have anybody left behind? No, okay. It feels like we're a little light. For some reason, Guthrie Grundrak is over here. Not sure why. But he could be up the wall helping us fight characters. Can you get... Damn it. Vargeists are enemies. What do you mean, invalid target?
As you say.
I swear to you, Vargeists are the enemy. No, he just will not fire a fireball on the wall. Super weird. Alright, the Ironbreakers met with the Cairn Wraiths, which is good for us because the Ironbreaker grenades probably are not considered physical damage.
Slayers! Attack the Orcs!
Yeah, it's a great big tar pit on the top of the wall, but that's really all they're doing. It's just holding us in place. I'm slowly losing guys over here because I can't get Grombrindle over here to help with the characters. We're going to lose this vampire pretty soon, but that's not going to be a big deal to them. As long as Helman Gorst is still alive, they still have their Our Lord is Healthy bonus. If we kill all of their characters, there will no longer be a leadership aura available for them up here on the wall, which would be pretty handy. But I really don't see that happening. Some of these people who are jammed up at the gate could probably be climbing ladders and helping. Yeah, so we have this thing happening again where it's just like it's taking forever to kill their units despite the fact that their units are clearly losing. Wow, did that guy just dive off the wall? I bet Grombrindle threw him off the wall. Characters have those attacks that have those like big knockbacks sometimes.
Let's turn the tide! On my oath!
Alright, keep hacking at him.
Dwarf warriors!
Alright, the Vargeists are almost dead. This is a weird place for you to have retreated to, but I guess... No, we probably don't need to focus on those guys. Let's go to the place where the fighting is actually happening. So yeah, our units of Longbeards are holding up really, really well against all these Graveguard. To be fair, the Graveguard were pretty torn up due to all the bombs at the beginning of the battle. Just try to get as deep as you can here. Man, I wish we could use those fireballs. I think once we get off the wall, it'll probably be a little bit more possible, but by then the battle's going to be over, man. We don't really need the fireballs once I get off the wall.
Sing songs of this. Attack the orcs!
I'll tell you what we are having trouble with is these Vargeist still, somehow.
Silk the wattocks for the ancestor gods.
We're starting to run a little low on ammo.
Out!
Okay, Grumbrindle finally showed up. That guy's right next to you. You can definitely shoot a fireball at him. I believe you. I believe in you. No, never. Never will I shoot a fireball, he says. Sounds like elf magic. Which I get, you know, he's not wrong.
Fight!
The gate here is just like a meat grinder. But again, our units are holding up really, really well. This is the only place where things are going wrong at all, and that seems to largely be resolved.
Withdraw! Yes! Dwarves, ready axes!
These guys are about to be out of ammo. We're running out of ammo on all of our ranged units out here. Most of our artillery is out of ammo. The organ gun apparently can't shoot up enough to get onto the walls, which is interesting. I don't know. I guess that means it's just not going to be useful. By the time we actually get through the gate, we're not going to need to kill enemies anymore. We probably don't want to get the gyrocopters into melee combat, given how badly damaged they ended up. Have the Thunderers go over the wall and fire into the back of this group. Looks like we are on the last character up on the wall.
Rage beyond reckoning.
Okay. Everybody just dive off the wall. Crypt horrors are actually pretty scary looking. I can understand being reluctant to fight a thing that looks like that. But hey, you got Grombrindle. Oh, you know what? Maybe Grombrindle can fire a fireball now? Maybe? Maybe? No, okay. Never mind. The sword of anti-heroes will do a fine job. That'll be good enough. Can you fire down into them from here? This angle might not work. Alright, you know what? Just get off the wall, and if they turn on you, we will figure it out. They're totally turning on us. Well, whatever. I'm trying to speed things up a little bit here.
Go! Go! On my oath!
Start shooting, like, now. And they got shields and stuff. The ones in the front line will be able to hold. Yeah, and the rest of them are still pulling rifles. But yeah, as we draw them off over here, let's see. Who else can we get involved in this battle? These warriors should probably stay out. They're pretty hurt. We can get you all up on the walls. Up and over. Still actually have a unit of dwarf warriors somehow that didn't quite make it up. So yeah, these guys are losing faith in their vampire lords. Oh, now this is just going to be brutal. Yeah. Well, that'll be the end of that then. Gorst and his dudes are still over there, still looking strong, still feeling strong. Hey, you know what? This would be a good time for the organ gun. No, never mind. It's going to take forever, and it's not actually going to even have a good angle on them.
Power of the ancestors.
Let's do this instead.
As you say.
Let's try to get him to go to a position where he will have the angle. I'm gonna have the gunners run around this way. Maybe that'll work. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Let's not have the Slayers run out in front like this. Yeah, the Hammerers can be first. That's fine. I can't imagine these things will last very long. Right, they've got to panic pretty badly here. There it is. Turns out panic kills. Somehow Helmengorst still standing. I mean, he's taking damage, obviously. Hey, the entire army. Get him. This is actually... And this is kind of impressive. That he's still willing to stand here and everything. Nope, still no fireball. Nope, never mind. I was gonna do a little dramatic camera work there, but the second we encountered him, he immediately gave up. Okay, so at this point, I believe that half-stack in Schwarzhafen is the only remaining Vampire Count's army. And I think we're just going to burn the castle. Like, it's probably worth a lot of money to sack it, but also that means we'd have to let the garrison replenish a little bit and then fight them again, and it's better we just be done with it. Man, I lost my gyro bomber. I'm telling you, the moment I stop paying attention, somehow the computer knows. It knows when my attention is elsewhere. And immediately, there go the cavalry, there go the flying units, anything fast, just get in there. Wow, that is a lot of money. I think we just raise it. I don't want to take the... Like, there's no value in holding this stuff. This is somebody else's problem.
For the wisdom of Valea.
Alright, so you probably want to take Route Marcher, because everybody should have it. And then we probably want to just move forward to Fort Obersteier. Like, we're all taking a lot of attrition damage, though. Alright, do we finally have all of the blue that we want for him? No, we probably also want to get +3 recruit ranks for all units in all armies. That seems alright. And if the Empire wants to come down here and take this stuff, I'd be fine with that.
To war.
We might have to back up for a minute just to replenish. If I get you back on your side of the line... Nope, it's still too heavily corrupted for us to heal in it.
The High King.
Alright, well I do want to do this. This episode's just going to be super long. But I do want to do this. I want to, like, actually break the vampires down. That'll be a nice place to stop. Alright, Lightning Strike, because it causes a morale penalty, and I think we probably should do this manually, given how not friendly that bar looks. And then after this episode, or after this this battle, we'll end the episode. And then it's just a matter of playing cleanup. And I'll tell you what, I'm ready to be done with vampires. This is good timing. We fought these guys for just long enough. I just want to see more forces, and, like, it's not that I'm not tired of fighting greenskins, but I'm less tired of it. I don't know, their roster's more diverse or something. Something about them makes me not as worn out on them as I am on these guys. Yeah, this is probably pretty fine. We should probably try to have people not stand in front of the cannons too much. But, like, I don't have to be worried about their ranged getting into us before we get into them or anything. Let's put the rangers in a spot where they can... let's actually grab all these guys and just move them over slightly so that we know we're not blocking the cannon, even if it wants to take a really low shot.
Let the vengeance begin.
A unit of warriors over here.
War of vengeance. Slayers. It is a reckoning. Slayers.
Okay. That should do it. This really shouldn't be very difficult. They do have bats, So that's why we're keeping some Slayers near the ranged. I should probably actually select targets, huh? This is enough guys that there's a good chance that our units are going to pick the wrong target. Let's start with you and you. And for the cannons, I guess kind of where, like, it doesn't matter. There's no large for them to shoot at anyway.
There's nothing I can't fix.
I have a hard time imagining how these two forces are at all equal. So you can see here the morale damage is already starting. Obviously, they're going to try to get bats into the artillery. We got to keep those Slayers back, but everything else can advance pretty quickly. Get a good wraparound on these things and try to do as much flanking leadership damage as possible. Probably focus on the ghouls. This force of zombies. Actually, I'm gonna. Nah, never mind. I was gonna say maybe we should turn off the grenade throwing from the miners because I maybe don't want to waste it. But you know what? Just burn stuff down quickly. That's fine. Couple units arranged over here. Start focusing on those guys. They are trying to flank around the side of us with... Oh, that's a regiment of renowned crypt ghouls. And they're trying to flank around the side of us with some of their... I don't know how this is going to work for them. How they think this is going to work. We pretty much just stand here and take it, right? Like, I'm not afraid of these guys. I'm going to have the Slayers spread out, just like kind of spread out in place so that they're closer to all the parts of the artillery for when the bats do go over us, because there's not really anything we can do to stop that from happening. They landed for a moment, they were like, nope, that's a dumb idea. What was I thinking? Okay. Yeah, we'll kill them, obviously. Start shooting Heinrich Kemmler here.
Gods, fight! Obey me! Valaya, bless our aim! Nothing can stop us! Off we go! Rage fast!
It does look like we're not going to need to hold our Slayers back in reserve for very long here.
Hold those dwarven lads! Let the vengeance begin!
Actually, those bats are under control. Come and help with this. You guys can move forward. You guys can finish off the bats. And you seem to have forgotten that I told you to shoot at Heinrich Kemmler? For real, shoot at Heinrich Kemmler. Make him die. That's under control. And make sure that these guys get turned around. Ah, there's a Krell. There's a Krell in our midst. Boy, what am I going to do about that? Not really a lot I can do. Krell's just big and terrifying. Let's try to back the ranged up. Hopefully he will stick to the melee. Let's try to run around here and get some good flanks. But yeah, on the whole, this is going pretty well, I think. Okay, so those ghouls have been stopped. We turn these guys around and start shooting into their side. Those bats are... They should be losing health more quickly than they are. Not sure what's up with that. We can definitely beat the bats in melee. The bats are terrible.
Range far, range far.
Okay, he seems to remember his orders for the moment. Yep, and mostly this is just about holding the line and waiting while the enemies slowly die.
Hit them. It is a reckoning. Come on, move now.
Alright, I'm gonna try to kill these skeleton warriors off real quick here with the rest of the grenades, in the hopes of freeing up this flank to come in here and help.
Firepower ready.
Honestly, we should maybe stop the artillery from firing. At this point, we're taking significant damage from our artillery. Let's let them hold off for the moment. It looks like we're actually probably going to kill Krell. I was under the impression that that was going to be really difficult, but I guess not. Man, those grenades they feel a little unfair. So I was under the impression that he was a little bit better at firing through friendlies without killing them, but it looks like he's mostly not been shooting. That's fine. We'll get him over here. He can find his angle.
On the way. Attack. The clans unite. Yes, yes.
I guess maybe we could focus on a unit that's slightly healthier than that one. That one will probably die by the time we get into range to attack. Right, are you actually firing? Nope.
Master engineer.
Oh, yeah, okay. He's trying at least. He's not actually hitting, but he's trying.
Nothing can stop us.
Finish off the crypt ghouls. There's a couple units of crypt ghouls still up. Things without armor should really be dead by now. Okay, I think this is just about over. Even with the crypt cart and stuff still up, they're dying much more quickly than they're regenerating. Alright, and based on the balance of power bar and everything, I believe this is the last Vampire Count's army that is on the map. Pyrrhic. I don't know, this isn't really that bad. This feels okay to me. I mean, Slayers got torn up, but that's what Slayers do. The artillery managed to survive totally fine. It's not the only thing I care about, but it's close to the only thing I care about. Yeah, so now that we've bashed these guys up, we just have to push west a couple of provinces, burn a bunch of stuff, make sure they actually die, and then as soon as they're removed, I think all three of these armies can be converted to fighting Norskins. Maybe we'll have Thorgrim turn south a little bit and help finish off the western Greenskin settlements. And at some point we have to deal with Skarsnik. I'm pretty sure we do actually have to have Skarsnik's faction dead. Alright, magic resistance 10% for the whole army. That's pretty good.
Good. Grimnir's axe thirsts.
So let's see. I was not filling in the red line. That's right. I was getting Elite Enforcer. So now we can have another Thane.
Arcane winds under control, and a cord bound by runic law.
I forgot to put our Rune Lord back in that army before that battle. Not entirely ideal.
Summon me if you dare.
Okay, so do we want to just push forward and try to take Fort Oberstyre next turn? It only has a 14-unit garrison, but it does have walls, and we're pretty torn up. And public order in the region is falling. You know what? No, let's fall back, put ourselves back together. We only need to spend a couple of turns replenishing, and I don't think the vampires are going to put together an army fast enough for it to matter. We have some time. Okay, what else needs to be done this turn? Oh, there's this thing. Okay, well, this is obviously not this episode, but
On my way, getting out of here.
yeah. Here's the teaser for next time. That's going to be it for us today. Thank you all so much for watching. come back next time to see us reclaim Carrick 8 Peaks. I think that's an important one. Like I said, I recognize the name at least. And we'll see you then.